Here in Auburn, please call, write me a letter, and as Reverend Carter says anything's wrong, that's his department. All right. So thank you once again for the invitation to be with you today. Have a good day. Thank you.
We see why he's a successful politician. We want to recognize the family members of Harriet Tubman who are with us today. If they would stand so that you can get a chance to see them. Amen. Amen. They hold the torch high. And indeed, you have a right to be proud. Thank you so much. We also have the missionary supervisor of the Northeast Episcopal District with us, Mrs. Lavetta Jean Holmes. Amen. And the Episcopal supervisor, who happens to be my wonderful spouse, Sister Deborah Diane Proctor. We have a new addition to our family who is assisting us out of Atlanta, Georgia, by way of Maryland, Mrs. Carla Maxwell Ray, one of our new, she is our generosity strategist to help us in all things that are pertaining to the work that we must do here in the Harriet Tubman home and our forward progression. The next person I'd like to present to us is a person who has exemplified the reason that you vote for a person and not for a party. Were we hung up on party, I'd have a number of issues because the presumptive nominee suggested that the face of Harriet Tubman should appear on a $2 bill. Only a few of us are in possession of $2 bills. Most of you don't have one. I've saved 100, passed down to my great-great-great-grandchildren in case they become profitable again. But the congressman from this area, Congressman Katko, has been a friend to the Harriet Tubman legacy and the Harriet Tubman destiny. He, along with the congressman of my home area, who I just voted for not long ago, Elijah Cummings, out of the Baltimore area, were very successful in negotiating the sometimes murky and tricky waters of Congress to get a bill passed that many people felt would never make it through the divided chambers of that hallowed body. He has been consistently a friend to us. We're going to be consistently a friend to him. And we want to have Congressman Katko come now and bring us greetings. And we're delighted to have you with us once again.
Congressman Katko, have you decided yet whether or not you're going to support a candidate who doesn't know who the hell David Duke is?
We'll talk about that later, okay? Listen, we're here to talk about Harriet Tubman. And let me tell you something. She is far more important American. I venture to guess she has far more of an impact on the country as a whole than any current presidential candidate ever will. Amen. About a year ago, I sat up on this stage, and I remember it was really warm out. And I remember the crowd, and I remembered the music and how inspired it made me. I remember in particular the music about the song Glory, and it was just absolutely awesome. And it really kind of got me going. And then I did the talk about getting Harriet Tubman's likeness on the $20 bill. And I'm sitting there going, I was just in Congress, and I'm like, oh boy, this is not easy to do. These guys are trying to run a tall order here. But two things happened. I was so inspired when I left here. Two things happened. I got in the park, but before I left, the first thing I did is I downloaded Glory onto my phone, which I did. And I still have it. I can play it for you right now. I love it. And I crank it when I'm in my office by myself, I crank it up on my stereo and let it rip. And the other thing I did was I called my legislative director in Washington on a Saturday afternoon, and I said, Zach, we have got to make this happen. And he goes, well, we can't just do this. We might get somebody mad about something. I go, I don't care. We're going to introduce a bill, and we're going to get this going. In 2 weeks, we introduced the bill. And right before I introduced it, I walked across the aisle in Congress to talk to Elijah Cummings. I had never met him before, but I said, you know what? This guy is a great American, and he would be interested in this. So I went over and talked to Elijah, introduced myself, and he's looking at me like, who are you? You're snot-nosed little freshman congressman. And I told him what I was doing. He instantly stopped and said, absolutely. Signed right there on the floor of the House of Representatives onto the bill. And we got the narrative going. And within a few weeks, Treasury came out and said they want to have this contest, put a woman on a U.S. currency denomination. And here we are a year later, it's happened. It's amazing. You can't get things done in Congress. You just got to look at the example of myself talking to Elijah, and you're exactly right. You're exactly right. Parties shouldn't mean anything. Causes should mean something. This is a cause, right? This is a cause. This is a mission. This is something that every American should champion. She was the one who helped save how many people from slavery? All right, she got that. She was a woman in the Union Army, an African-American woman in the Union Army. Who would have thought of that, right? She comes back here, and she perpetuates a legacy of freedom for all. And then she starts working on the women's suffrage movement, right? And she made people bold, and made people strong, and made people confident. And she made people like Karen Hill, who I'm afraid to say no to. Because when she came to my office and she told me about the Tubman Park and what we need to do, I'm like, yes, ma'am. And these are you out, ma'am. So we have a great partnership. And it's not about partying, it's not about race, it's not about anything. It's about doing what's right. Harriet Tubman is a great American. And she is someone that we can all be proud of. Everybody. And I'm so proud that she's going to be on the $20 bill because you know what? She's a woman, she's an African American, and it's far past time to get it done. So, let's all celebrate. This park is going to become a reality through the hard work of so many people. It's happening. It's going to happen. We've had many meetings. We've talked to a lot of people. We make sure it's going to happen. We do what we need to do behind the scenes to talk to those knuckleheads at the park police, or I mean the U.S. Park Service, but we're getting it done. Okay, it's going to happen. So don't worry, it's going to happen, and it's going to happen soon. It's on a path. It's not going to stop. The $20 bill is going to happen, and Harriet Tubman's finally got her due, and everyone here should be happy and proud of your part in doing it. So God bless you all. Let's celebrate her legacy, and right now she's at an exalted status in this country where exactly she should. God bless you all.
We believe in voter registration, voter participation, and voter sophistication.
Yes.
And so we understand all of the issues that are raised by all of the constituencies, and we address them appropriately. Thank you so much, Congressman Katko. The mayor said whenever he hears a song, it reminds him of something. Whenever I hear "We Shall Overcome," even though we now are